Selena Gomez breaks her silence on Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin slow down their wedding plans.
And Noah Centineo reveals if he's dating Lana Condor.
All that and so much more on today's Rundown. What's up, you guys? Welcome to DHR. Happy Tuesday. Naz and Aaron here, and we have so much tea for you guys. Like, we're gonna tell you if Kim Kardashian is Kiki in Drake's In My Feelings song.
Oh, I can't wait for that. But first, let's talk about Selena Gomez kind of spilling a lot of tea, a lot of details on her breakup with Justin Bieber. Selena Gomez is on the cover of Elle magazine, and although she didn't directly address Justin Bieber, the interview revealed that a lot of her new lyrics allude to him. According to the writer of the article, Selena sings about cutting a man out of her life after, quote, 1,460 days and cleaning my slate. Other lyrics included, without you, I don't overthink it. I'm drunk and I might as well tell you, get you out of my head now. And another song Selena sings, Were My Ambitions Too High? She sings, baby, you're so distant. Why don't you recognize I'm so rare? She also opened up about how she clears her mind by staying off of social media. She admitted that she's not on the internet and hasn't been on the internet in months. We know some of you are scratching your heads because Selena has posted on her Instagram in the past month, but she also admitted that she doesn't have passwords for her Instagram, saying, I have no apps on my phone, no photo editing apps. I have Peak, a brain game. Selena was also asked about Demi Lovato and admitted that she reached out to Demi Lovato after the overdose happened. She said, all I'm saying is I reached out personally. I didn't do a public thing. I didn't want to. I love her. I've known her since I was 7, so that's what I'll say. While we all thought that there were a lot of interesting and heartfelt gems in this interview, Selena herself was not super happy with how this Elle article actually turned out. She took to Instagram to share her disappointment in the piece, saying, speaking from my heart for over an hour to someone who puts those thoughts into paid words can be hard for me. This is all a part of my work within an industry that's been around longer than all of us have been. As I'm aware, there will always be interest in someone's personal life because that's the pace of our social generation. I'm grateful for my position and I will always find ways to make my job more about others. So several times in the article, Selena's church, Hillsong, was referenced, and Selena wanted to clarify that also, saying church is a name for something far more personal. There's always agenda-seeking information on such a subject, and I understand why. Rarely do I mention church, and I didn't, but I'll always feel comfortable talking about my values and beliefs. I understand that reporters are working to grab the attention of a reader. I'm a bit bummed, but rarely surprised. So she then proceeded to post photos from her collection and from working with the A21 organization, and she promoted the charity in her link in the bio. So this is a lot of Selena news. I find this very interesting because, I mean, back when I was growing up, I did a newspaper article once for this play that I was in, and I remember saying things and having it be misconstrued by the person who wrote the article. It just sounded like kind of bratty, which wasn't how I intended it to sound. So I can understand how easily it would be for someone to hear you say something, filter it through their brain, and write it a different way. So I get her frustration, but I also I feel like the article really did bring a lot of focus to her work with the A21 organization, which is one of my favorite organizations, by the way. Christine Kane started it. It's to help fight sex trafficking. I really get where she's coming from, but at the same time, I don't really think it was too personal.
I mean, listen, if she is coming out with music and there are lyrics about Justin, I think that's something that's totally understandable and totally okay, and something that I think all of us would say, okay, this makes sense that you would feel this way as a person.
Totally.
Maybe these are the lyrics and she wasn't comfortable with it coming out this early. I don't know. I don't know what Selena, I thought the article was great as well. I thought the fact that she reached out to Demi, not in the public eye, was amazing, because we all saw that Selena's mom posted a photo of them after Demi's apparent overdose, but we didn't really hear from Selena. So we finally heard from Selena about that. And I like the fact that she stays off social media and that she really just logs into the account through her friends' phones. I feel like that's very, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mature?
Yeah. It's a good decision on Selena's part, because people are saying so much out there about her and the Justin situation. So yeah, I thought it was a great article. Speaking of Justin Bieber and Selena, though, we all know that he is now engaged to Hailey Baldwin, and Hailey Baldwin actually sat down with a magazine in Australia to talk about her engagement to the Biebs and responding to all the haters. So ever since Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber got engaged in the Bahamas in July, a lot of haters have been coming for Hailey, but Hailey wants everyone to know that it's not really affecting her in the least bit. So she recently sat down with Australia's Stellar magazine and opened up about her engagement to the Biebs, haters, and more, like I mentioned. She told Stellar, quote, "I don't think it's affected me really. I have learned to just try my best to ignore the negativity at this time so that I can enjoy this season of my life." Hailey also mentioned that she's beyond excited to be engaged to Justin, and we honestly can't imagine feeling any other way, obviously. And it obviously shows because Justin and Hailey literally haven't spent a day apart since they've been engaged. However, a source close to Justin and Hailey recently told People magazine that, quote, "The wedding planning has slowed down a bit. It was getting quite intense, and they realized they want to enjoy being engaged for a while. It's not like they need a rush. They are both so young. They aren't slowing things down because they are unsure if they want to marry. They definitely want to get married." I thought this was all very interesting to all come out the same day with the Selena stuff.
Totally.
So that on the same day that Selena's apparently singing about Justin and cutting him out of her life, Justin and Hailey are slowing down their wedding plans. Very, very interesting. But I agree, they should slow down. They are so young. They should just enjoy this time. But it is very evident that they are so happy. I mean, I know Instagram isn't real life, but from all the paparazzi photos and everything I see on Instagram, it looks like Justin and Hailey are living their best life.
Yeah, I agree. I think slowing it down is a very smart decision, especially when you're a celebrity. And also being engaged is so much fun, and you'll never be engaged, hopefully, ideally, ever again. And so, I think it's a fun, special time to enjoy, and they shouldn't rush. I mean, why? What's the hurry? Okay, we have heard a lot from Noah Centineo over the last week or two about who he likes to date, who he wouldn't date, and now we have even more information, including if he and Lana are dating. It is undeniable that Noah and Lana have so much on-screen chemistry, you guys, but are they actually dating? Well, the 22-year-old To All the Boys I've Loved Before star talked to E! News, revealing that Lana is just his, quote, homegirl, and said, quote, "Platonic intimacy is a beautiful thing." He denied having any romantic ties to her in real life and said that she's actually in a very happy relationship. He also said they both see each other as nothing more than a brother and sister type of relationship, and it's best for a working environment to keep it professional. Lana is currently dating Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales actor Anthony De La Torre. She previously revealed that Anthony does get a little weird about her on-screen love interest, saying it's definitely been weird for him, but he's very supportive. As actors, it's been a learning curve as to how to navigate that world when we have romantic co-stars. It was this cuddly behind-the-scenes photo that got fans talking even more about a possible real-life relationship, and everybody just got so confused. Lana had an explanation to it, saying that they both were really just tired and wanted to nap, so they decided to nap together. When asked if she was dating her co-star, she said to Elle magazine, well, I'm not going to answer that. Noah revealed that he is single, and when asked what he's looking for in a girl, he said, quote, "Someone who takes care of themselves and someone honest. Those are really the two big things for me."
All right, doesn't seem like that hard. Maybe something I could...
You can handle it. You can handle it. I'm still shipping this. I really think you take care of yourself. You do Pilates, and you're honest.
I do Pilates.
You're very honest. I mean, you do eat Magnolia Bakery pudding.
Oh my
but
God,
that's a good thing.
that banana pudding's the best. Can I tell you why I think I love Noah so much? And I realized this over the weekend.
What's that?
My first crush ever was from The Sandlot. Have you ever seen The Sandlot, Erin? Okay, so Noah basically is Benny the Jet Rodriguez. They look very similar. Their voice is very similar. Noah's definitely hotter, but it's similar.
That was your first crush?
That was my first crush ever.
That's so cute. Well, I think it's a little strange, you guys, that there seems to be so much flirtiness around their relationship if they're just friends.
Lana and Noah?
Yeah. I would be so annoyed if I was Anthony. I get it. If you're single, whatever. People have flirty friendships. But I think it's interesting. I don't know. I mean, to each their own. But if I were him, I would be very triggered.
Can we talk about Lana's IRL boyfriend, though? Because he is a babe in his own right as well. And Lana's a babe too. All right. Oh my God, I almost just fell off the apple box.
It's so exciting.
So scary. I am very excited to tell you guys though that a lot of tea went down over the weekend because a rumor or trumor started that apparently Kim Kardashian is the Kiki Drake is singing about in My Feelings. So a fan theory emerged over the weekend in the form of a Twitter thread, like I mentioned, that alleged that Drake hooked up with Kim Kardashian. Some of the notable reasons are, number one, Kiki is actually Kim's nickname with her close family and friends, duh. She also has a lipstick shade called Kiki. Number two, allegedly Drake played Kanye the then unreleased March 14th song where he talks about his son, and apparently Kanye played the song for Pusha T, which betrayed Drake's trust in him. And then Pusha T dissed Drake in Infrared, which is Pusha T's song. Wow. Then Drake released a diss track on both Pusha T and Kanye. And then Pusha responded with the story of Added On coming out with Drake's secret son before he could. People were up in arms when Drake didn't respond, but rumor has it that it was because he had something on Kanye that would ruin him, which would make sense if he actually hooked up with Kim. And number three, Kim and Drake live very close to each other, and in a feature on Travis Scott's song Sicko Mode, Drake actually raps, quote, "I crept down the block, made a right, cut the lights, paid the price." Well, sources told TMZ that while the two are mutual friends and are cordial when they run into each other, they've never had a personal friendship or relationship. And now Kim is calling BS on this whole theory. The Shade Room posted a video on Instagram discussing it, and Kim was quick to comment, quote, "Never happened, end of story." I agree. I actually don't think this happened. However, it is not out of the question if Kim and Drake hooked up at some point in their lives. Like, that is not out of the question. This is also interesting to me, and why didn't we all think of this before? Kim
Kiki.
is Kiki.
And I don't know any other Kikis.
Right.
Like,
I mean, we live in a world where we still don't know who Kiki is. What kind of investigative journalism?
I know. I feel like you say that every day on the show.
I do.
You're like, another day where we don't know who Kiki is.
I'm waiting on Netflix to come out with a special.
Well,
like,
here's
this
your
is
special.
Kiki,
You don't
Netflix
even
original.
need it because it's right here. I mean, I think that maybe Drake did it just to cause a stir, maybe. Just to see if Kanye would think it was Kim, just to confront Kim about it so Kim would have to say, no, I never did it. Like, it seems like if they are in an actual feud, and you know how, like, these rappers love to just, like, spill tea or whatever. I feel like he probably did it just so Kanye would be like, oh, I don't like that. You know?
That's so genius. All
So
this tea is
genius.
gonna cure the cold I have right now.
Oh, girl. Okay, so let's talk about this Selena article. There is so much information here,
a lot
everybody.
to digest there.
What did you think about it? Do you feel like the article painted her in a bad light the way that she possibly thought? Let us know in the comments. I thought it was really honest. I liked it.
I agree. I like the article too, but I love anything Selena does.
Same.
We also want to know from you guys, do you think Kim Kardashian is Kiki? I will be reading through all the comments. I really want to know what you think. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll be back here tomorrow.
Okay, last week was a really big week, so click in this box right here to see how Tyga kind of basically shaded Kylie.
It's crazy, you guys. Make sure you click over there, and then when you're done, hit that subscribe button, please.